Good afternoon, campers, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are about to set off on another camping adventure, a bit of winter van life by the sea on a very moist day. It is raining quite bad today, so yeah, we're going to get a little wet tonight. We're going to be heading to Skegness, do a bit of stealth camping around the Lincolnshire seaside. I've got no plan for tonight. I'm just going to turn up to Skegness and try and hunt down a sweet parking spot. Currently 3:30 and we need to get a move on before it gets too dark. So yeah, let's hit the road. So as you can see, the weather today is absolutely diabolical. This rain is supposed to be in all evening and into the early hours of the morning. But I think that's perfect stealth camping weather. So it means there's less chance of people hanging around and disturbing me while I'm having a cheeky little juice in the back of the meat wagon. Sun today is supposed to set around 4:15. And obviously, as we got cloud, we ain't going to see that happen. But now we're getting to about halfway through winter, so it won't be that long until we start getting them longer evenings, which is perfect for when we go on our little camping adventures. Now, one thing you do find dotted around Lincolnshire is a lot of lay-bys. A lot of lay-bys. Now, lay-bys are certainly underrated. I've camped in many myself. Utilise them. That's what I say. They're free. You generally don't get any bother. And, yeah, there's plenty about. Right, just got to make a little pit stop for some diesel. And in the Boston area, it's £1.43.7 a litre. So we've got about 25 more minutes to go. And as you can see, the conditions, they definitely ain't getting any better out there. Not very nice to drive during rush hour traffic. Right, somewhere in the darkness there is a sign for Skegness. We have arrived. Still very dark, very moist, but we're in Skegness nevertheless. Well, we've made it to street lights and a bit of civilization with the retail park on the right hand side there. And we're greeted with a McDonald's, but we ain't going there. We ain't going there. I'm also greeted with a smell of chronic weed. Everywhere you go nowadays, you just smell weed. It's not very good for you. Very bad stuff. But anyway, we are heading to the seafront of beautiful Skegness. So it's a midweek, winter's day, driving down Skegness High Street. And there's still actually quite a few people about. Still a lot of people braving the weather. I don't think these are, yeah, I don't think these come for the beach and a stick of rock. So we are just at the clock tower, just come off the high street. So I'm going to hook a left because there is a car park a little bit further up that I want to have a look at. I have, on my way here, thought of a couple of potential park ups for the night. So I just want to check this one out. Some of the amusements are still open. Not sure we'll be going in there tonight, but it's an option. And if we get stuck for dinner ideas, we have got a KFC. That could be finger licking good in the meat wagon. We'll have that as a plan B. Right, there is a car park just on the right hand side here that is pay and display. And it's got a height barrier. Will I get through it? 2.05 meters. I just want to read what the sign says. But more than likely this barrier will be closed. Any person who uses any part of the parking place or movable dwelling in a parking place for sleeping or camping or cooking shall be liable to prosecution. Well, we can't park here. Not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed. Yep. Right. Let's find somewhere else. But anyway, forget that place. We got another potential park up to go and scout. So we're going to head over there now. So we're back at the clock tower roundabout. We've got a car right next to me. Past that roundabout is a lot of parking bays down out. It's going to park up and see what the signage says. Oh, it is moist. So yeah, Good Friday till September, 8 till 6. As we are in the middle of January, you can park here 24 hours. This is a potential. Yeah, there is also a little parking area just a bit further up on this road. I'm just going to go and check that out quickly. So as you go about 50 yards up the road, you've got parking all along here as well. Right by the Royal Hotel. So as we're at a bit of a dead end, I think this could be a little bit more appealing. There is another pound display car park down there, but again, I don't think you're supposed to park there. And they've got barriers, so they probably close that overnight. So back where we just were, or along this little bit here, could do us for tonight. So I'm going to head to a supermarket now, assess the situation, see what food we can get for tonight, and maybe a cheeky juice, and then we'll take it from there. That rain's getting worse. So in Skegness, there is quite a few supermarkets around there. We've got a good selection. But at the minute, I'm digging Morrison's. Now they do have some good meat at reasonable prices. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. But man, that's flooded down there. I think I might be getting wet. So we're in this Morrison's car park and it is absolutely hammering down. There is 3 hours free parking here. So I think what I'm going to do is chill out here for a little while, get some food, get some juice. And that road we was just on was called South Parade. Now, where the parking area was at the very end, near the hotel, I think that is going to be our park up for tonight. And it is coming up to what, 5:30. I think what we'll do with the rain and the darkness, we'll sneak in there. We'll park up for the night, we'll have a sweet camp for the night, and then bright and early we'll be off ski. We'll be out of there. Right, campers, the fridge is back on. We've got it loaded up. We are not camping in freezing conditions tonight, so I have actually had to turn the fridge on. And while I'm in the back, I got the van all ready in stealth mode, so when we pull up a little bit later on, all we got to do is close the bulkhead curtain and jump in the back of the meat wagon. As you can see, the rain is still coming down. It ain't letting off anytime soon. It is hammering down. So I think what I'm going to do is sit in this car park for about an hour or so, waste a bit of time, because obviously I ain't going to be walking around in this. And yeah, just chill out for a bit, and then when we're ready to make a move, we'll head to a sweet park up for the night. So we're on the move, and we are back at the clock tower roundabout. I've had a little drive up and down here, and I've come to an executive decision. I'm not going to park down the far end, which would be quieter, but it's quite dark down there. And sometimes I like a bit of activity. There's also this motorhome. There's somebody camping in that, so I can see the Schwedi Windows. And just a bit further up on the left here, on South Parade, just past the Starbuck, is we've still got the Christmas lights there. So I'm thinking, let's park up by the Christmas lights. Let's go here. I think this will do us. We've got some nice Christmas lights. We've got the footpath down there. We're next to the old bowling green. We've got some hotels to the right of us. And in the very distance, I don't know if you can see it in the mirror, we've got the clock tower behind us. Thursday night, you'd think the boy races won't be out too late. I have seen quite a few go up and down and go into that big car park that's on the left hand side up there. But to be honest, I've got earplugs. I could fall asleep quite easy. And I think it's just a cool spot. We've got the footpath there, and then in the morning, we can literally just walk back up to the roundabout, hook a right, and the beach is over there. So if we get up nice and early, and if the clouds dissipate, we might be able to see a sunrise in the morning. And we're allowed to park here. And yeah, I just thought at the other end it's quite boring. You have to reverse park in, and you've got cars either side of you parked up. And I was like, man, this will do. This will be good. It's middle of January and we still got Christmas lights up. So come on, what more can we ask for? So I think what I'm going to do next is jump in the back of the meat wagon and chill out for a little bit. Enjoy the ambience of the rain hitting the roof of the van. Okay, campers, we are in the back of the van. We are in full stealth mode now. Got the diesel heater on because it was a bit chilly in here. It's not overly cold tonight, but you know, we got it, so heck it. The rain is giving us a nice ambience, so I think it's a perfect time to crack open a can of pina colada, some of Morrison's finest pina colada, a tropical fusion of Caribbean rum, coconut and pineapple. A fine pina colada juice that is 3.4%, so drink driving friendly. Anyway, let's crack this open. And yeah, here's to our winter camp in a rainy storm in Skegness. Salute. There is a fair bit of road noise going on, I ain't gonna lie. The boy racers are out in force on a Thursday night. They clearly haven't got nothing better to do with the time. The rain, like I say, it should keep the hoodlums away. And yeah, I can just crack on and drink my pina colada juice. Cheers. I'm getting quite hungry, so tonight we have got some pretty good food, so let's have a little look. Should we have a little look? Yeah. Right, so for our camping speciale tonight, in the rain at Skegness, I thought we'd go the whole hog tonight. We're gonna do it VIP style. For our main course, we have got this British beef rump steak, 21-day matured, pan fry, 1 to 2 minutes each side. Yeah, that actually looks suspiciously like ribeye to me. I ain't gonna lie. The marbling looks like ribeye, but rump steak prices. Either way, that is a fine piece of meat that we're gonna cook to perfection. Medium rare-ish. We'll see how it goes. And then to accompany that, we've got these beer battered chips that don't take too long in an air fryer, from what I was reading on the back earlier on. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. So we've got my little mini 1000-watt air fryer today. Plug it into my all powers power station. We'll cook them nice and crispy. And then to go with the steak and the beer battered chips, we've got some extra crunchy Morrison's The Best coleslaw. That'd be nice. And then I got that brown sauce, so we still got the Perry hot ketchup. So I think, yeah, that'll be a good substitute for said brown sauce that I forgot, but yeah, we'll go with that. I've also got salt, pepper and some chip shop style vinegar for the chips. And then for dessert, we've got these, I've never seen these before and I had to buy them. Fresh cream and cherry ball donuts, 2-pack Shakur. Yeah, I think we're gonna, yeah, we ain't gonna save one of them. They're both gonna go tonight. That is a beautiful pair. Cherry and cream donut. I had to get them. And £1.30, that ain't bad really. And then for a juice to wash down the steak, we have gone for a Spartan Munchner Hell, because we like German lager. We're getting vibes from last summer's double trip to Germany, where we had a bit of Munchner Hell. 5.2%, 500 ml. She is ice cold, it's been in the fridge. So yeah, that's our main course and dessert. And then in the morning we got a coffee and we got some porridge. So I think the next thing we're gonna do is put a bit of heat to that 21-day matured rump meat. That I actually think is ribeye. But either way, it's gonna taste good. Oh yeah. It's getting hot in here. I've just turned that diesel heater off because it's getting sweaty and I ain't even started cooking yet. I ain't gonna be able to open the sunroof because it's getting really heavy, the rain there. Really heavy, so I'm gonna have to crack the door open a little bit. I've got the heat on the pan. I'm getting that nice and hot. We've got the chips in the basket, all good to go. We're seasoned the steak, so we're going to give that 10 minutes at 180 degrees. That's good to go. The steak, oh yeah, that pan's smoking now, so we're going to get the rump slash ribeye on the Ridge Monkey. But yeah, look at that. That marbling looks like ribeye to me, but we'll see. I may be wrong. Oh, listen to that, campers. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. I'm going to give that a couple of minutes each side, and then however long you cook it for, that's how long you leave it to sit afterwards. So 4 minutes, I'll leave it to sit for 4 minutes, and that should give us enough time to get them chips nice and crispy. I've opened the door a little bit, just slightly cracked, so nobody can see in. It's enough for a bit of airflow. And I've also cracked open the Spartan Münchner Hell. So we might as well have a little sip of that. Excuse me, Prost. Ah, das ist sehr gut, ja. Ah, das ist wunderbar. Check that out, campers. Food fit for our championes. Chips, steak, and a bit of coleslaw. Oh, yeah. Well, campers, we've got the boy racers flying past. Probably going to park up to eat their McDonald's. We got steak and chips and a bit of coleslaw, so I know what I'd rather be doing. Anyway, cheers. A nice, simple camping food, as long as you've got an air fryer and a power station. But yeah, that's damn good. Right, I'm going to polish this off because I am proper hungry. Well, campers, that was muy delicioso. Whew, I am stuffed. I had some more of the chips, but that steak was actually cooked to perfection. It was meaty. It's a nice hefty piece of meat. That was Meat Manifesto approved. That gets the Meat Manifesto gold seal of approval. Chips good, coleslaw good, sauce good, seasoning good, the meat, and the Spartan Münchner Hell, very refreshing. Well, campers, it is 9:30 and I still haven't had a fresh cream and cherry ball donut. So I think we need to rectify that right now. So I'm only going to have one of these. I'll save the other one for Mrs. Meat when I go back home. Oh, check them out. I really shouldn't be eating these this late at night. Look at that, campers. That is what you call a donut. Man, that is a good donut. Nice cherry flavour, and the cream is quite light and fluffy. It's nice, very good. Shouldn't really be eating them, but once in a blue moon ain't going to hurt. But anyway, I'm going to finish it off. Well, it's about 10:30 now, still raining. Just put some rubbish in the bin. Got a bit of Skegness bush. Bit sparse. Bit sparse. Few little trim bits of bush there. The boy racers are definitely out in force tonight. They keep flying up and down here. Melts. And it's not too cold. It's not too cold tonight. I believe the boy racers, I think that's one there. They keep zooming up and down, going in that car park. Right. All is good. All is good. In the hood. It's mad, they've still got their Christmas lights up. It's cool. Let's have a little check around the van. Got a bit of a light leak there from my mood light. All is looking pretty stealthy apart from the loud exhaust. My diesel heater. Yeah, all's good. Right, I'm going to get back in the van because I'm getting wet. Well, campers, I think it's time to hit the hay now. I'm getting pretty tired. It is definitely quieting down around here. I think the rain stopped. Yeah, the rain stopped. I haven't heard any boy races for a while, so hopefully they're all having to go to bed and get up for their paper round in the morning. But yeah, we've had a good evening. Had some good food, had some good juice. Yeah, it's been quite chill. And hopefully we'll have a good night's sleep in our little stealth camping spot in Skegness. In the middle of January. Literally in the middle of January. January the 15th. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to hit the hay. If we have any issues for the night, I'll be sure to hit record. But anyway, I'm going to cocoon myself in my sleeping bag. And if all goes well, I shall catch you guys in the morning. See you on the flip side. Good morning, campers, and it is bright and early. It is just coming up to 7 a.m. Yeah, I had a pretty decent night's sleep. Bit of noise, you know, with the boy races, but I had my trusty earplugs in, so that didn't bother me too much. Woke up at 4 o'clock, needed a pee, and it weren't too cold. Went back to bed, woke up, I don't know, about half an hour ago, and it was freezing. It got well cold. Yeah, so I had to put the heater on, put my electric blanket on, and now we're toasty warm. Now we are toasty warm. So yeah, the rain stopped. Let's have a little look for my CCTV outside. What can I see? Yeah, looks all right out there. Still pretty dark. Not a lot going on. I had a few cars go past this morning. All is good. Oh, now my sunroof's dripping. Nice. So on South Parade, that's a pretty decent little park up. Obviously, you can't camp here in the summer, but after October, all the way through to about April time, Good Friday. Perfect. Right, so I'm going to make myself a coffee, have some porridge. Oh, I don't need a piping hot caffeinated beverage because I've already had one. Right, so we are parked just over there outside the Woodthorpe Hotel. It's rather fresh this morning. Rather fresh. I'm dressed in the appropriate attire. And we got a bit of blue sky this morning, so we should be able to see an impressive sunrise, hopefully. There's a lot of dog walkers about here this morning. A lot of poochies around Skegness. Well, it's not as impressive as the sunrise last week in Cromer, but still, it's there. The sun's there, it's looking pretty good. We're up bright and early. We're getting some exercise. We're getting some fresh sea air. Yeah. The golden hour ain't really kicked in Skeggy today. Not really kicked in at all. Well, I was walking up to the pier to get a sweet picture of the sunrise, but the gates are shut. Not allowed. So close, yet so far. Well, we'll have a little walk down on the beach instead. Still not a bad view. We got the pier in the shot, we got the sunrise, we got somebody looking for buried treasure, and we got the closed pleasure beach behind us. Beautiful. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Like I say, not as dramatic as last week, but nevertheless, still very nice. Very nice. Right, I'm going to head back to the van because it is a little bit chilly. Well, you can see the sun peeking through now. Now, I was reading online last night that this travel lodge, you can get a room there, a single room, for £36 a night. Double room, 56 quid. Camping in the van, in the road adjacent to the travel lodge, free. Didn't pay nothing. Didn't pay nothing. A lot of people getting a morning coffee. A lot of people getting a morning coffee. Anyway, I've had mine. I may go back to the van, have another one. I think we are going to call this adventure a win. Stealth camping in Skegness on a stormy January winter's night. It was good. Bit noisy. I ain't gonna lie, the boy racers made their presence felt, but we got a sweet sunrise this morning. I should have actually stayed by that pier a little bit longer and wait for the sun to actually rise up, but hey ho, it's all good fun. We had some good munch last night. We had a fine steak and chips, we had a good donut, we had some nice juice. Yeah, it's been a good adventure. Weren't overly cold, and the rain died off through the night, and we had a beautiful morning to wake up to. So yeah, I'll call that a successful stealth camp. another one in the bag. And if you've enjoyed today's adventure, please give it a thumbs up. If you fancy doing a bit of camping in Skegness, South Parade by the clock tower. Obviously can't do it here in the summer. And the meat wagon is in sight. Yeah, beautiful. Check it out, beautiful sunrise. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Meat Manifesto, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Thanks for watching, peace out.